Yo, welcome everyone. Major liquidations are going to happen on Bitcoin very soon, so try to not get liquidated today. Let me show you. On the 2-hourly time frame, Bitcoin is as of right now on the RSI and also on the money flow indicator forming quite significant hidden bullish divergences. Hidden bullish divergences mean continuation of the trend is slightly more likely versus already a significant rejection towards downside. You can right here see lower lows are being formed on the RSI, lower lows are being formed on the money flow, while Bitcoin is still forming another higher low. This right here is clearly going to be a hidden bullish divergence, which means a higher probability we are going to see another push towards the upside, maybe even today. Additionally, pay attention to the CVD indicator, which it also does look like another and a significant lower low is being formed right here, while Bitcoin for the past couple of hours right there, it is still forming another higher low. Bullish absorption is right now being in play, and that is right now going to mean if Bitcoin does see another push towards the upside in the upcoming hours, our plan from yesterday is going to probably play out. Remember what I said yesterday, still expecting a rejection on Bitcoin. I will be buying the dip for sure, but first of all, it does look like we might be expecting another push towards the upside for Bitcoin to go towards our next major price target, which is going to be the recent high, for us to finally finish the entire 5-wave price structure, simply because paying attention to the CVD indicator, paying attention to the RSI and money flow indicator, all of those indications are as of right now saying to us, potentially we might be expecting higher in the next couple of hours. And of course, later in the video, not only I am going to share with you the exact trading idea, but also I need to talk about a major liquidation cluster that is right now being placed literally just exactly above the recent highs at approximately 109,000 US dollars. But right now, we also need to talk about the 5-wave price structure I have been mentioning for the past couple of days, because as of right now, it simply does look like we are spending a very long time at approximately 107,000 US dollars. That is why if right now we are going to continue higher, we need to adjust our 5th elite wave just slightly. So what exactly do I have in mind? We are right now going to first of all identify our first impulse. We got a correction, and if Bitcoin right now does continue higher, to be honest, I would mark this entire move towards the upside as our 3rd elite wave. Then of course, this right here, if we do see right now another push up, is going to be our 4th elite wave, and after that, we can actually finish the entire 5-wave price structure towards the upside. Now, probably right now you're wondering, what is going to be the exact price target of our 5th elite wave, and also why we can actually look to fire another short or a sell position on the Bitcoin chart itself, because the thing is, we still need to pay very close attention to what the RSI indicator is going to be telling to us. As of right now, I am still positioned with long positions, not only on Bitcoin, also on Ethereum, on Hype, on XRP, on Solana, and also on Sui, and to be honest, I would like to see higher targets to be hit in the next couple of hours. However, if Bitcoin right now does see another push toward the upside, not only we are going to hit a major liquidations cluster right here, but also we are going to hit the top of a significant descending channel, the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level, and also, most importantly, we are going to reach a major liquidity level exactly above the recent high at 109,000 US dollars. Additionally, then very simply, set an alert above the recent high right here. Pay attention to the RSI indicator if we are going to be forming a brand new higher high on Bitcoin, lower high on the RSI, while the level is going to be hit, and then of course we are going to have a very high probability short position in our hands. That is why right now I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are really possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let me right now do share with you another reason why ideally I want to see another push towards the upside on the Bitcoin chart itself, for us to then actually finish the 5th elite wave. Pay attention right now to the Achler stochastic CG oscillator on the 4-hourly time frame. as you probably know, already yesterday, I mentioned we are forming another double bottom pattern. And this specific double bottom pattern, at least as of right now, has still not played out. The last time we got a double bottom pattern, Bitcoin exploded towards the upside. Also right here, another double bottom pattern, we got a push towards the upside. So usually those double bottom patterns really like to play out. And of course, this double bottom pattern is not the only bullish indication. As we said before, we are forming a very nice hidden bullish divergence on money flow and also on the RSI indicator. We are forming bullish divergences on the CVD. So talking about the probabilities, I would say a higher probability Bitcoin does see another push towards the upside, literally sooner rather than later. And then of course, we might be paying attention to some kind of a rejection. Literally, as of right now, I am still paying attention to my plan I already made yesterday. And also right now, if we go on the 30-minute time frame, you're clearly going to see Bitcoin is at this specific area, simply trading in some kind of a horizontal range. We can go and connect our recent highs, expand this one towards downside, and it really does look like we are simply range bounded. We are trading from the bottom of the range to the top of the range to the bottom, back towards the top, and once again to the bottom. And of course, almost every single time after a bigger rotation is happening, we are seeing a lot of liquidity grabs. You can see right here, Bitcoin took out the first low right here, only then we got a big bounce towards the upside. Also right here, we took out this specific low, we got a big bounce towards the upside. And also right here, we got a deviation from the top of the range, taking the liquidity exactly above the recent high, and only after we take a lot of liquidity from the market, we can expect another rejection, another rotation back towards downside. Swing failure patterns or liquidity grabs are happening every single day in the cryptocurrency market, and that is why it's very, very powerful for us to right now pay attention to another liquidity level that is slightly higher above the high at $109,000. Additionally, one could even say not only that Bitcoin is right now trading in a horizontal range that actually does have a higher probability of breaking towards the upside, but also one could go one step further and maybe even say we are forming some kind of a descending channel right here with also a higher probability of breaking towards the upside. So yes, indicators are saying to us, expect higher. Elliott wave count, of course, if right now we are still forming our fifth Elliott wave, are right now still saying to us, expect higher. Bullish divergences on many different indicators, and additionally, we can right now talk about a major liquidation cluster, paying attention on the Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 2-week time frame. What can you right now see? The biggest liquidation cluster on the entire Bitcoin chart is coming in exactly above our recent highs right here, where, guess what, over 200 million of short positions are going to get wrecked and are going to get liquidated. So that is why I am telling to you, usually market moves in the direction where majority are going to be wrecked, and only then we can expect some kind of a reversal or some kind of a bounce or a rejection towards downside. So as of right now, if we are going to go higher and Bitcoin is actually going to hit our major price target at approximately $109,000, very simply, I am going to be interested to fire another short or a sell position and see if we can bring it back down to, let's just say, approximately $104,500. And yes, I am going to share with you the importance of this specific level slightly later. As of right now, if you want to trade with us and take an advantage of the free $8,000 bonus, click the second link down below in the description, because without KYC and without VPN, only after you register, you are going to get 10 USDT completely for free, and after you deposit, you're also going to get 20% deposit bonus. Now then, all you have to do is to go in the campaign center, because you're right now going to see a brand new campaign we are hosting with BitUnique. So you can actually track all of your deposits, you can track all of your volume, and that is simply why take an advantage of the free bonuses using the second link down below after you register and after initial deposit without KYC and without VPN. Now, let me also share with you what is the area where Bitcoin is trading as of right now, because the reality is, what if our 5-wave price structure is right now already coming towards an end? To be honest, at this specific area where we are as of right now, I am not as interested in a short position because, as I said before, I am only going to be interested in a short position if Bitcoin is actually going to hit my very important level. But the thing is, if we are already going to see some kind of a rejection towards the upside, we are actually rejecting from some kind of a key level, because if we are measuring the entire upper price action, you can right now see we are trading exactly at the value area high of the entire upper price action. And of course, as I said before, if we do see a push towards the upside, it is simply going to be some kind of a deviation from our value area high, and those deviations are once again very, very common. And then of course, we can see if Bitcoin does see acceptance back below value area high. To be honest, I do think this is actually quite a high probability setup for us, and that is of course also why I am potentially prepared to take another short or a sell position on the Bitcoin chart itself. Now, maybe you're also right now wondering, what is going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication in a case we are not going to see another push towards the upside? Remember, trading is all about probabilities, and in a case we are not right now going to see another push towards the upside for Bitcoin to take the liquidity above the recent high right here, of course, we can expect a push down towards our very important area of support. And what is actually first of all going to be a very important level Bitcoin needs to lose towards the upside for us to then actually say, okay, we are going to move probably even lower? It is simply going to be the daily high-term time frame area of support, literally where we are trading as of right now at 106.8 thousand US dollars. If we start closing candles below this specific area of support, in my opinion, a bearish Bitcoin indication, and in that case, we are going to look for lower targets on the Bitcoin chart itself. And what is going to be our first important lower target? Of course, it is going to be our anchored VWAP when we anchor it exactly at the low at 98,000 US dollars, because this specific level is coming in exactly below this specific low, where of course we have a lot of liquidity, and additionally this specific area is aligning very, very nicely with the very important 0.32 Fibonacci retracement level we already talked about yesterday. So once again, if we lose the daily level, I am looking for a push down towards 104.5 thousand US dollars, and no, I am not going to be entering another short position simply because I want the market to commit to me before I commit to the market. That is why I want to see a push towards the upside first before I would actually fire another short position on the Bitcoin chart itself, and let's simply see if our prediction right here is actually going to play out. Now, additionally, as I also said yesterday, Bitcoin is as of right now moving in a very nice uptrend when you pay attention to the exponential moving averages on the 1 hourly, 2 hourly, and also on the 4 hourly time frame. And what you can right here see, the 200 exponential moving average on the 4 hourly time frame is actually coming in exactly at the liquidity level, exactly at the anchored VWAP. And that is why if we do see right here a push towards upside, we could maybe even be interested to fire another long or a buying position of Bitcoin, expecting after that literally another all-time high. So let's see if our trading idea, if our prediction right here is going to play out. If not, of course, we are not guessing up, down, left, or right. We are simply prepared to trade only the high probability level. So once again, if we go higher, pay attention towards the recent high. If we go lower, pay attention to the area of support at approximately 104.6 thousand US dollars. But once again, we are not guessing up or down. We are letting the market to come to us before we are potentially going to fire another long, maybe even another short position on the Bitcoin chart itself. That is why if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonus using the second link down below in the description, because only after you register, you're already going to get 10 USDT completely for free. And that is also right now why thank you very much for smashing up the like button.